This video introduces Stock Rover, a powerful investment research and analysis platform designed for real investors like you. We'll showcase just a few of the unique capabilities that set us apart. Our screening capabilities are unmatched at any price point. Many users discover Stock Rover first for its powerful screeners that can find and rank stocks and ETFs. The investor's library contains some 150 plus searchable stock and ETF screeners. These screeners can be readily imported into your account. Our growth at a reasonable price Premium Plus ranked screener is showing the top tickers that pass this screener, in this case 36 tickers. We can modify the screeners. For example, we'll broaden the Morningstar growth grade to include C. Let's add criteria. We'll add a filter for growth ratings versus peers greater than 85. The preview pane is now showing 32 tickers passing the screener's filtering criteria. Let's save. Let's run a table to see the passing tickers and the filtering criteria. You can also create new screeners from scratch. Let's screen for ETFs. Let's add criteria. In the interest of time, we'll just add one filter. We'll go to the Returns versus S&P 500 folder and select Annualized 3-year Return versus the S&P 500 greater than 20%. Here we see 21 ETFs passing the screener's criteria. Let's save. We'll call it My ETF Screener. Here we see the 21 ETFs along with the passing criteria. Comparison is our specialty. No other site compares competing investment opportunities like Stock Rover. The table is an incredibly powerful facility for comparing stocks and ETFs. The table is designed to help investors compare investment opportunities across many dimensions of financial, operational, and price performance. Here we're looking at up to the top 50 tickers that pass the filtering criteria for our growth at reasonable price Premium Plus screener. The table uses a spreadsheet-like paradigm where the spreadsheet is pre-populated with lots of highly specialized financial data. The table is highly configurable with both column options and row options. You can also add columns. Here we can select from the 650 plus available metrics. Let's go to the Ratings folder and select the Fair Value view. Stock Rover computes fair value. For a definition of the metric, we'll select Explain and Margin of Safety. We'll switch to the Scores view. Stock Rover also scores companies for value, growth, quality, and sentiment. Let's go to All mode. We also warn about trends that deserve your attention. Let's take a look at the warnings for Abercrombie and Fitch. To identify these issues manually would take quite a bit of time. The market moves fast, as does Stock Rover's research reports, which move with it. Get real-time snapshots of any of the 7,000 plus stocks with up-to-the-minute analysis that static reports simply can't provide. Let's right-click and take a look at a research report for NVIDIA. Notice how this 8-page report delivers a wealth of information in a clear and organized format. We see quantitative scores, valuation and growth summary, profitability and return summary, earnings surprises, seasonality, peers analysis, and dividend detail, and much more. Stock Rover helps you keep tabs on your portfolios in a myriad of ways. First, you can link to your brokerage via Brokerage Connect for automatic portfolio updates. You can also create portfolios directly in Stock Rover. You can enter positions, transactions, or import holdings from a file. Understanding how your portfolios are performing on an absolute basis and relative to a benchmark is critical in making investment decisions and for prudent portfolio management. Analytics is an integral part of Stock Rover's investment platform. For example, for these selected portfolios, we'll pick a few of the analytics tabs. Here we see value over time, over the last 2 years, holdings detail, monthly returns, here as a heat map or as a bar chart. Here we see portfolio returns, or return versus the S&P 500, and yearly returns as well. Our charts go beyond the industry standard to let you compare screeners, portfolios, and any benchmark, as is the case here where we're looking at the GARP Premium Plus screener, the Large Cap Rocket screener, and the S&P 500. We'll select to chart Meta from the GARP Premium Plus screener. Here we'll show some examples of the many charting options. We can configure the chart for technicals, fundamentals, events, and additional valuation charts. Here we're charting the price of Meta over the last 2 years. We're showing earnings per share events, volume, and the fundamentals, price to book and price to earnings. These are all easily configurable. Here are just some of the fundamentals available for charting. Let's add the simple moving average. Let's add a valuation chart. We'll add the football field. Let's expand it. Here for each valuation metric, we see the range for the last 2 years divided into quintiles with the minimum and maximum value. The vertical blue line represents the current value of each of the valuation metrics. I hope you found this video useful. I encourage you to explore Stock Rover and see all that it has to offer, as well as check out our educational videos on our website. Thank you for watching.